Hello out there, Heavy Montae here. Welcome to the Heavy Montae's podcast and my comedy show. Look like this fight between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is blowing out of control. And it looks like, to me, Donald Trump is losing. I think that Donald Trump has finally met his match. Donald Trump was a desperate man, in the opinion of H. Montae. And a desperate man will make all kinds of deals. And I don't think a man like Elon Musk, I call him Leon, would take, you understand, and not cover himself with a person like Donald Trump who have betrayed all of the people who have worked for him, you see. And so I want to say to America, Donald Trump has met his match. And I predict that Donald Trump will not survive the scandal. Now, Donald Trump, Elon Musk is telling him, you go away peacefully. Because if you don't go away peacefully, I am going to show these tapes. I don't think that Elon Musk, a man of his stature, even though I think he got some issues, would make an allegation against the world's strongest man without having evidence to back up his claims. You know. Now Donald Trump's been missing for 5 days. He came out and spoke and on the airplane on the presidential plane there, and they asked him about it. He said that he wished Elon Musk well. The same thing he said about the Maxwell woman, the one who was in with Epstein. What they say and what's out there now, what's rumored, that the videos of Donald Trump, which they say he's on the logs, flight logs, 70 times, also circumstantial evidence right now against Donald Trump, in my opinion, is overwhelming. And many people have went to jail just on circumstantial evidence. So we go to the best friend angle. We all have best friends, and I've had best friends that have passed away. And I was with these best friends every day. I worked with them. I called them up every day. We were friends. We did everything together. You know, we liked the same stuff. That's why we're best friends. So if a man was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, okay, and Jeffrey Epstein says that he knows this man better than anybody else in interviews. They're close, you know. And you saw the first video that was released by Leon Musk. You saw that. You saw how he was acting, you know. And that's one thing. He lost a fraud case civilly, saying that a woman claimed that he raped her. That's a criminal, in my opinion. Huh? The stuff he did to Capitol. That's not enough for you to think that he's not a pedophile and a sexual deviant. That's what they're saying. Huh? I think what meets the bar to be a deviant, to be someone who sexually abused women, is to come out and say that I did it. I grabbed them, and they liked it, I like to, they say, he said he liked to have sex with his friends' wives, you know. So we don't know what Donald Trump is and who he is. But they say that what you do in the dark always come to light. Huh? Donald Trump need to be exposed for who and what he is. We need to pull back the curtain on the Wizard of Oz, and see who is behind that curtain. That's what we need to do. We need a thorough investigation. And when the Democratic Party, I hope the progressive wing, take over, we need a presidential crime commission. That's what we need, America. And I'm going to stick to the point and not ramble. Donald Trump and Elon Musk, are engaged in a battle, they say. Now, I'm going to say something right now, America. You mean to tell me that the Congress is going to sit back and allow this garbage to go on, to allow the president of the How could Donald Trump do his job? Because a criminal always got something going on, and somebody's always trying to get that criminal and put him in jail. Because they know he's a criminal. You see? And the criminal can't help but commit a crime. Because that's what they are and who they are. That's who Donald Trump is. To me. In my opinion. A convict. You don't know nothing else. He was a man that was afraid. He had 0 cards. Oh, so somebody went to him and they went, hey, we're going to help you become president for nothing? You believe that, America? You can see it in the Republican Party. You can see at the inauguration who was sitting in the front. And he is still working for the billionaires with that bill, that tax bill. You see? That's why Elon Musk came out and told the truth. Elon Musk would have looked like a damn fool. And you would too. Just like John Boone, the head of the Senate there, the Republican head. You understand? Just like all those stupid ass Republicans who voted for that bill. Now, it is so ridiculous, America. And that's why I always say never vote for a Republican again. Okay? It is so ridiculous to tell me and you that Donald Trump is a financial genius, and he should be in control of all of our money, and make the final decision when he's been bankrupt several times. America. He has, still there today, a giant fraud judgment from the state of New York, Trump Towers, rumors sleeping with prostitutes, So this is what we have for a president, America. And no one is standing up and saying he has to go. We got to get rid of this president and put our house back in order. Because people own a piece of him. The Republican Congress, they want to kill the budget. They want to take all the money away from their own people in their own districts because they don't understand the budget. They don't understand that the blue states are paying their way. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, came out today and said he didn't think it was right that he has to pay $80 billion and the federal government won't help him. That's what he pays out, in federal dollars. $80 billion. And he gives it to the red states, who are so ignorant don't understand that California is the third largest economy in the world. But these people in the red states have been brainwashed by state-run media, and they need help. And help will come your way in the red states when you're starved and your hospital closed down, and when you lose your job, And you don't go to church down there, all of you people. Just a small percentage of you people go to church, but you claim to be Christians, you say, and you vote for the devil. You vote for the devil. You understand? That's what happened to you. You vote for the devil. America. That's a dang old shame for people to be that ignorant. And Hillary Clinton said they were deplorable. Everybody went, they're not. They're deplorable. I call them maggots, you know. And some of them still say, hey, Trump's the man. Huh? He's the guy. You know, he's the greatest thing in the world. You know. So America, this is Heavy Montae. We're watching Elon Musk and Donald Trump fight it out. They're fighting it out, America. And you know, in the chat, we want you to tell us who you think's gonna win this dang gone fight. My money is on Elon. Because the circumstantial evidence against Donald Trump is overwhelming. I honestly believe that Elon Musk has the tapes on Donald Trump. And I think a lot of other people have information on him too. Because that's part of the deal. You see what I'm saying? You know, he has no cards. He has nothing to offer. Nothing to offer the world. The whole world's laughing at him. You know? So this is Heavy Montae. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and have a great day and never ever vote for a Republican.